Hi and welcome to my channel. This is Anne from La Belladonna Vintage Creations, and I'm glad you're joining me on this very cold, snowy, icy day. I'm sure all around the states. By me, it's very cold. We had some snow over the weekend. Not a lot accumulation, so that I'm grateful for. But we have got a lot of cold air out there. So I'm hoping that you stay very safe wherever you are. During this time, I thought I was gonna, come downstairs here, just try to figure out what I wanted to do for a video, and I came across a little box, and I'm going to show that to you. And what transpired from that, and I'm going to show you, tell you all about it, is what I came up with here. And they're sample cards. And I think they're just so pretty. I just love them. They've got so many cute things, laces and trims and some fabric and so on. Some little embellishments that just kind of set it off beautifully. Some all sizes. Using even some fibers. I really had such a good time with this. And it started out as a project started maybe 2 years ago. And this is what it turned out to be. So I just want to show you this. And there's such pretty fabrics. Oh my gosh, I was so excited when I found this box. And I show ya. Oh, I can't wait. Here's another one that's finished. Just want to give you an idea of where we're headed today. All kinds of stuff, just scraps. And how fun is this? And you can, send this to somebody if you wanted to in a Happy Mail or whatever. They can take it apart pretty easily, and they could use all these great things, all these great scraps. And just while I was doodling this morning, I put this together like this so that you can tie it with a little bit of sari silk or ribbon, or maybe a little bit of twine, thin twine if you like. But I kind of thought, and I'll show you how I did that too. But anyway, I want to set these aside, and I want to show you where it all began. Okay, so let me put this away. How it began is I had this container from the dollar store, the Dollar Tree. And let me take these out because this is something I want to work on with you. I had taken, this must have started a couple of years ago, and I took a bin, and I went around to all the drawers that I had all my fabric and stuff in, and I have a lot of fabric. I just have so much fun with that. I haven't seen any fabric that I didn't want to have, and we're all like that. We just can't get enough of it. So what I did was I gathered all this fabric in, sections, little section of this and section of that. I just got a complete big variety of fabrics and trims and laces and some fibers, some miscellaneous of everything. Whatever I saw and I liked, I gathered and threw in this bin. And then when I had a little chance, I went and I kind of stuck them together as to what I thought went together. This has a piece of a scarf that I had, and I used it, and it's just such a really nice texture, and some laces and appliques, and there's some probably was some doilies or whatever, or some curtain, all linings to dresses, just all kinds of things. And I put them all together and pinned them. And I did a ton of them. This whole thing was full. And from here, I then decided that I was going to sew them. So I took the pins out and sewed them across. Now, they're not perfect, they need a little adjustment. But I thought, what a great place to start. When I found this, this was in underneath my work area. I have some shelves there. And I found this, and I thought, oh, wow, can I have some fun with this? So while we were all struggling through this crazy weekend, I thought this is what I wanted to do. So I will show you I took here some of these groupings, and I haven't done anything with them, just took them out of there. And then I took some coffee dyed paper, and I just kind of cut them approximate to what it would look like if I were to decorate them up and have them for a sample kit. So this is where I started. And then what I did was I took a fancy scissor, and then I just went around and I just fancied this up so it's not just torn. So I just didn't tear it. I wanted to just make it a little fancier. So I did this like so. And then I did this top here, a little bit there, just to kind of give it gussy it up a little bit, like so. That's what we did on that. And then I took my Distress ink, and I just kind of went around and just gave it that vintage look. It just made such a difference when I did this. I was so excited to do this. I just loved it. Okay, a little bit more here. Then I want to do the back. Now, I know a couple of years ago when I got this idea to want to make these sample bundles, I saw that Anne of Odessina Scraps, she had her digitals where she had these already ready to make, and I bought her digitals. So that I think is where I started with this, and then I put it away for a couple of years, I guess I could say. So now here we are today, and we're just doing our own way of doing this. So then what I did was I took this and I just wanted to clean it up a little bit. So something that we don't use enough of is our pinking shears. So I wanted to do that. Just kind of get that down a little bit, and maybe get a little bit to the sides here. Just kind of make it a little prettier. Okay. On this side, maybe a little bit, take it in a little bit. Because like I said, I didn't do a lot of detail work. I just kind of did the basic fundamental work, just to kind of get it together. So now that looks a lot better, doesn't it? Yeah. And then we can put this in here. Now, I think I could take this in maybe just a little bit more. Let me see here. Maybe a smidge. Let's just do a teeny bit. I don't know. Can do it either way, I guess. Yeah. All right. And then again, I just give it a little bit more of a distressing, like so. Okay. There. You get some of those little, those scissors sometimes don't cut great, but those are those fancy scissors. So anyway, this is where I am right now. So now let's do this. I'm going to put this to the side, and I'm going to glue it. I've got some hot glue here, and what I did was just take a little bit of hot glue, and that'll be for the back side. See if I can get it to stay put, like so. Here. And then I did a little bit on the back here, like that. Now you can, if you don't want to use hot glue, you can always staple. Stapling is good too. That would be fine. You can do any way you want, Now I think I might just I don't know, maybe like a waterfall type of thing, just to give it a little bit, so we can see some of these a little bit better. Okay, maybe. Okay, let's see, here is another one. And it's a little crooked. Like I said, I didn't do a lot of fussing at the time. Go that way. Okay. And let me see, we'll go like, let me try this one a little shorter because I'd like to see that other paper or that other fabric underneath it a little bit. Yeah, that's better. That's better. So this is it's got some really pretty fabric. Oh, I'm loving it. And this is just some yarn and stuff that I had. You know, sometimes you can find that fancy yarn. So that's what I did on that. So now what I want to do is just zhuzh it up a little bit. We're going to make it a little fancier. And I've got all kinds of little bits and pieces here. And I'm just going to bring some stuff up here to go through. And we'll see if we can find something kind of pretty to put on there. Now, let's see here. If I want to put a little bit of lace on the top, I like to put, as I do with a lot of things, I like to put a little bit of a base on there to build on, like a foundation. And I could use this here, or I can use, let's see, we've got this. Okay, and as you know, I get a lot of my laces and trims from Crafty Me Shop. She has her sales on the weekends, and oh my gosh, she always has some beautiful things to show. Some of this stuff is from my own stash because I have been accumulating this stuff for a long, long time. So let me just take this off because I'm thinking I like this better to put on that. So let me just put that. Let me put that here so we can all see. Okay. Let's do that. Like so. Okay, let me just move this a little bit over. Okay, and then I'm just going to clean it up a little bit here. Okay. I know I have it a little bit closer today, and I'm doing that because I wanted you to see how pretty these fabrics were, and I had so much fun with this. This was just so exciting. And then I'm going to do more on the top, but on the bottom here, I have these, I usually take some pieces of just a paper, the ivory paper, whatever. And I spend maybe an afternoon, I'll sit up at my table, and I like to just stamp some words onto it. And here's one that I thought, let me see what this would look like. I don't know if it's going to be too big or not, but let's just try, right? And I thought I would put that on the bottom. Instead of cutting that bottom a little bit shorter, I thought, let me just do it this way. I hope everybody is doing fine out there. Like I said, the weather has been, driving a lot of us, a little goofy with this. Mother Nature, I tell you, she's a stinker. So we could put that there, and I'm going to put a little bit of Distress ink. I know that I've been just kind of sticking around the house, but we had on Saturday was kind of a little bit of a milder day, and we're talking about like it was only like about 8 degrees below zero instead of 41 degrees below zero as it had been the day before. And what I did was I went with one of my neighbors, and we went to an estate sale. Oh my God, this place was so beautiful. Let me see if that's too big. Yeah, I think it's kind of too big. Yeah, let's not. Let's do this one. I'm sorry, I'm going to just kind of change things in midstream here while we're talking. And we went to this estate sale in one of these amazing suburbs, just about, 10 miles away from the house here. And this house was, oh my God, I've never seen anything so big in my life. And it was actually was one of the smaller houses on the block. But it was massive. And while they didn't have stuff like laces and trims and pretty things like that, they did have some gorgeous linens and beautiful things to decorate with the house, decorate the house with. So what I wanted to do was, when comes time for spring cleaning and rearranging my room, my bedroom, I kind of would like to add some new things to it. So that's what I did. I got some pretty things to put in there. Oh my God, they're so beautiful. Oh, this is nice. Perfect. I'm loving this. So let's put that there. I had so much fun at this sale. It was just it was freezing out there, I'm telling you. But I dressed appropriately. I dressed very warm, and I went and I was so happy. And then we went for lunch after that, which was a lot of fun. So anyway, we had a great time. So now let's see what else we have here. We have some. Let me put some little miscellaneous. I like to do that. Just kind of take sections. Because you know what, when we have little pieces and sections, keep them always, because you know you could do so many pretty things, you know. And there's times when, like for this, you don't need anything big. All you're wanting was some little scraps just to make it look a little different, make it look a little bit more finished. We can set this here. I'm just going to try a few things. Let me see if I got the right side. I do. We can set this maybe there. That's kind of pretty. Let's see if we have anything else that might look nice. Oh, that's pretty too. But wait, not yet. Maybe a little bit of this is some gauze. And that might be kind of nice under there, just to bring that color. Big strings everywhere. Maybe to bring that pinkish, mauvish color in. Oh, I like it. Yes, I do. See, doesn't it make it look pretty? It just kind of finishes everything off. So now I'm going to, it's a keeper. So we're going to just do this. Okay. There. Let's see, we'll put that there. Okay. I'm going to just trim that one little piece off there. There we go. That's all. And let's just tuck this one to the back a little bit so it stays put. There we go. Now, what I have here is the bag of fun things. And you know, there's buttons in here, there's little flowers in here. I used to buy these little packets. I don't remember what they used to call it. Dress it up or something like that. I think that might have been it. And they were little packets of buttons and ribbon and flowers and stuff that go together well. And I would always buy those because I did a lot of craft shows and I used a lot of that kind of stuff. So I purchased that, and now I have all this stuff here, and now I'm taking it out and using it. So anyway, let's see what we got to work with here. I've got all kinds of things I can take, but I want to get the right size. I don't want anything too big, and because these are kind of small, you know. Let's see here. Let me grab a little bunch out and look. Let's see, what do we have here? That's kind of pretty. I think that's too big. Although the color is good with it, but it's too big. This is a little heart, which is kind of nice too, because it brings in all those colors. I'm all for that. We're going to keep that on the side. Here's a flower that we can kind of squinch down, and I think the colors go with it well. Yeah, that's a kind of a nice idea. That's a good thing. Here's another one. It's a flower. Pretty, pretty. Let's see. That's a little darker. That one's broken. That's gone. Okay. There's some... Oh, look at there. Bringing some gold into it. Ooh, let's do this. Let's do this. I have some others like that. Let's see what we got here. Let me put this on the side for a minute. I think, let's see here. I have got, let's take out some bulb pins because they are your best friend when you're putting these pretty things on. Okay, let's try it. Now we can use one of them to attach it here. Let's see here. that. And let's see if we can put something else. What would we like to put on there? Maybe a piece of ribbon here would be kind of nice. Let's see. I think maybe let's cut it. Can't go wrong with a piece of sari silk, right? So we're going to do that too. I'm going to gather everything together here. Okay. And, you know, these bulb pins are so nice, but they're not really sharp, you know, so you have to be kind of careful when you're trying to get this through, because you might poke a little too hard and hurt yourself. Anyway, I got it going. Hold on. We're getting there. Come on. There we go. Got it. There. There. No, I don't like that. Okay, let's go back to the beginning here. And let's make a little bow. Let's do that first. Okay, because I think I love this. I really do. I really like this here. But I don't think I want it dangling. I think I just want it to be there, because I think that's so pretty. Just like that. So let me do one more thing. If I did put this little button, no. I'm still moving along here. I hate when I can't make up my mind. That's the problem. That's pretty, but I still really like something with gold here. You know, I do like that. Look at how nice that looks. I like that. I'm going to put this little thing here. Let's do that, because it adds a little bit more. It adds just more texture, you know, having the metal on there. I like that. And then if I were to want to, I could put a little button in there, should I want to do that later. See? But I'm going to like that right now. I think I want to leave that there, just like that. Okay, oops. So that's one. It almost looks like this is the ribbon that comes down, and I kind of like that. It doesn't clutter it too much. Okay, so we'll put this on the side. And then let's take out another one here. Let's see, what else do we have? Okay. There's this one. Okay. Now this has got, looks like a heavier, like a duck cloth or something. It has some, oh, this lace is pretty. This, I don't know where this came from. Some kind of trim, but it's got a lot of prettiness to it. So now what I want to do is just go with my, let's put this for a minute and go with this. And I'm going to layer a little bit better here. Let's just kind of tidy it up a little bit, you know. And just take this away and kind of tidy that up a little bit there. And take, where is this? Tidy this up here. Okay. And then maybe this one too. Oh. Okay. See, I think I like that better now. Now you can see everything just a little bit better. Okay. And to the edge, I want to, let's just do this. Okay. Whoops. And maybe this way too. Okay. So I'm not really taking a lot off. I'm just kind of bringing it in a little bit where I didn't do all that before. Okay. And of course on the top, because I really allowed myself a lot of space on the top, which I don't need now. All right. There. Yeah. Okay. Let me see here if this one works better. Okay, let's see. I got two here. I want to make sure I get the right. Okay, let's do this one. Okay, now I will have to take down quite a bit, I think, from this. Let's see. Let's do it that way. Okay. Now we're, really doing the last minute pretties on it. Okay. Okay. And then on this side. There. Okay. And now up here a little bit. You probably won't see that ever, but I like to do it. Just, just like to. Alrighty. Now get rid of this. Back to our distress ink. Okay. Here. I love this. I love the way this looks when you distress it. And because it's coffee dyed, I've got different shades of color back there. I like that. I mean, I like it. So there we go. And now, let's see where we're at here. I like it. I do. It's got some unusual colors in it. It's got some deeper colors in. I like those. It's got, the different mauves and ivory. So I like that. I like that. So let's get that in. Put that over here. Okay. There. And then the back here. All right. Nice. There. Now, if I do want to put something here, I will. If I don't later on, we'll take care of it then. I hate to cut this pretty, it's got such a nice scallop there, and I just hate to cut that. Okay, so now, again, I think I would like to use this to give it the base. No, maybe not. Maybe I need something wider. You know why? Because this is there. Let's see what we have here. Let's look. Maybe I'd like to do that because I'm not that fond of what that looks like there. I don't like it so much now that I'm looking at it. So what we could do, let me see what's the right side. On these, it's kind of hard to tell. I think I would like to do this. Yeah, I think. Let me do this here. Kind of even this off a little bit. Okay. And we'll put that there as a base. Okay. There. Get this out of the way a little bit more here. Okay. And in the back, I'm just going to overlap it. I think that would be pretty. Just like that. There. And then we can take this off of the side, like this. Yeah. Yeah. That looks good. Okay. So now let's see what have we got to work with. This is a darker, and this it looks like it's handmade. It's a gorgeous doily. But I'm thinking if I put that to the side, that would look pretty because it kind of picks up some of that color that's there, and I really like that. So let's take some of that off. Okay. Let's see if we could just maybe use it on the corner. So let's think about that. Let me see, what have I got? I think I have a lot that's that. Oh, wait. Let's see what this is. Oh, that's kind of pretty also. This is from a wedding gown that I did I just coffee dyed or tea dyed some of it darker. Some of it I left different, just on different colors. But I think that this really works well with it. So I think that's what we're going to do. I'm going to put this to the side here. We're going into more of a grungier kind of look here, you know, just darker colors as these are, and I like it. And this can go maybe here. Let's see. Let me put this up a little bit higher, maybe. Let's see if we could do that. Okay. And I can cut some of this off like that. And now let me see what we've got here. Okay. Some of this still has the satin. Yeah, because we really don't need that satin on there. I don't know if I can get it all off, but let's see what we can do here. I don't know how much we're going to use of it yet. Put that down maybe a little bit lower. I think I'd like it down lower. Yeah, I do. Okay, we'll cut this off like about there. Okay. And let's get that on. I just wanted to put it a little bit lower so we could see some of that background fabric or the background lace. I like it. Okay. Now let's see if we couldn't put a little bit of this, maybe this piece on the bottom here. Wouldn't that look nice? Let's see here. We can put that down there. Let me just trim all this up a little bit. Just give it kind of a rough cut. Like so. And we could set this in the side here. And like that. Yeah. Nice. And let's see what else can we do now. Now we've got some of this little stuff here. Let's see if there's something that would be nice to use from it. I know I have a lot to dig through. Let's see. It's like, ooh. Maybe I just want to do something, I don't know, think about that. Just to do something that's just a more neutral. And then I've got this, which is cute, because then I could put maybe a pearl in there. That's an idea. This is just a little too bright. That one is nice too, isn't it? Just the rose. Let's see what we have to do with that. We have to take off that back. Let's hope it doesn't go flinging off. I can't get it off. Oh, you know what I have here? Hold on. I do have a wire cutter. Let's see if the wire cutter will work a little bit better, and I'm sure it will. Fire in the hole. Okay, there we go. Alrighty. Now let's see what that does. That's kind of pretty. What I would do, I think, is if I use that, I would like to put something to back it, though. You know, see if I have something nice to back it, even if it's just a piece of that gauze. Let's see if that works there. Or would that look better if I had that on it? Or let's just keep looking. We've got a lot of stuff in here. Here's a smaller one. Maybe I like that better. Just that smaller rose. We'll see. That's an idea. As you can see, there's a lot of... Oh. I like this one. That's a pretty heart. Kind of like that. Let's see. Let's get that wire cutter again here. Here we go. Oh my. There we go. Yeah. Let's see what that would look like on there. It's got the gold in there. It's got some, some of the hues, because the mauves have a little purple to it. So this has that too, and I think that really lends to it. I like that. Let's see what else have we got here. I have this, I like that. Okay, let's use that. This is that eyelash trim. I like that. So what I'm going to do is put this here. And I'm going to just put this eyelash trim right on top of it. Like this. Okay. There. And then I'm going to put this pretty heart right there. Okay. I like it. Yeah. Now, I'm wondering if we should put something down here. Maybe a little piece of something, something. I don't know. Let's look. I've got a little bit of this now. Got a little bit of this now. We can put beautiful down there. We could do that. Yeah? Let's do that. I just was, when I saw this, that I had this, I thought it was so much fun. Let's play with it and have some fun with it. And it's nice when you can find in your stash some fun things to work with. Some things that maybe you on a rainy day, or I think I might have put some of this stuff together when I was up at the cottage, and boy, did I just mess that up. Let's try another one. I was up at the summer cottage, and a lot of times, let me take this, maybe that'll work better. A lot of times I bring stuff up with me, and just to work in the evening. Once I get my stuff done that I want to do during the day, I might like to sit and watch television. This is the stuff that you take and put on your lap on a tray and work on, and that's what I usually will do out there. And I'm thinking that might have been something that, oh, I like that. I do. So I'm thinking that's what I might have done, was brought this up with me to the cottage to work. So I want to just give it a nice weathering. Okay. And set that up under there. Oh, I think that's so pretty. Okay, let's do that. And there it goes. See? Isn't that nice? How nice this would be just to, to send to somebody. A few of these to put into either putting into their journal, or to have on hand to just use some of the fabric or the laces in there. I love this idea. Okay, that one's done. Let's see what else we got here. So I saw one. Let me look. I've got everything messed up here. Oh, here it is. It's the green one. So let's move this to the side and out of the way. I like this because it's got, this was, I had cut it out. It was just some embroidery on, I don't know what. And this, I believe, is like a skirt lining. And this looks like it could be from just some fabric or some curtain. And this the same way. This could be a little curtain. So let me just kind of fix it up a little bit. Give it a little bit more, so it's not so messy looking, right? Because like I said, I just did the bare necessities. Yeah, okay, that has already got the... Okay, so let's see what we have now. Yeah, okay. This is a little crooked here that we'll have to fix when we go to glue it down. We can do that, kind of even it out a little bit. Now I'm going to take this and even this side out a little bit, like so. And maybe the other side the same. Okay. Yeah. Okay, got that done. There. Now the top will go. Get rid of some of that bulk on the top. Like that. Okay. And now I really did cut an awful lot of paper out there, didn't I? All right, let's just trim along. Let's just do our thing. Okay. So today, when I finish, I want to, I made some soup the other day, so I'll go up and heat that up because I had some yesterday too. And I'll have a nice bowl of soup and a nice cup of tea. I think that'll be so comforting on this cold day. I had my granddaughters over the weekend, and oh, I love having them. 'Cause, I mean, they live right down the street a few blocks, but I'm telling you, I just love so much when they come over. They fill my house. It just, the laughing and the giggling and the stuff that they do, they're so creative too. One is 9 and one is 12, and those are the ones that live close to me. I have 3 others, but they're a little bit further away, and we have to do more planning when they come over, so that because it's more difficult. They live more than an hour and a half away, so we have to plan a little bit differently. So, but anyway, when the girls were over here, it was so nice. We did have a lot of fun. And I hate to see them go, because then when they leave, I feel blah. And that's how I felt yesterday once they left. I just felt kind of blah. Because all that laughing and stuff going on was gone once they leave. And then there's just me and my cat Maggie, which, was nice. Maggie and I watched television, and that was nice. We kind of cuddled and watched television. She's a Siamese. She's a sweetheart. She's the last of my babies. They've all gone. And I miss them so, Anybody that has pets and, we treat them like family. It's really difficult to lose them. And it takes a long time, to get over the losses. So, but, we do crafts and we keep those that we love close by, as I always tell you. And that does help a lot. It really does help a lot. Now, let's see what we have here. We want to put down our, our colors. Oh, I like using that. Let me find one that I didn't overdo with, yeah, let me take some of this off. I do have a tendency to overdo with the coffee stain or the tea stain, and sometimes it'll get a little bit blotchy, which is good sometimes, but not all the time. So let's see if we couldn't use that on here. Let's see if I like that, or let me continue. I have some more goodies here. Let's see if there's something a little bit lighter. I have this, and this is very pretty. Oh my gosh, look at that. I think that would look lovely on there. Oh yeah. And I could bring that back over and have it over the back, can overlap a bit. That's really pretty. Let's do that. This is a trim from Esme, from A Crafty Me. That's beautiful. And I don't know how much of that I have left, so I'm really careful about what I use. There we go. Because sometimes you're able to get an item, but then sometimes she's runs low on it. So, yeah. So I'm trying to see if I want to still put this first and then this after. No, I think that's too much. Let me see. I want something a little heavier underneath there. So let me go back to this one. Let's find the end of it. And then if I put this over it, oh yeah, I think so. I just needed something a little bit more substantial behind here. Yeah, maybe like that would work. Yeah, I like. Oh, let me get you back into the view here. I am so sorry. Okay. You know, as we work, we kind of bring things closer to us, I think. There we go. Nice. Nice. And then, let's see if we couldn't just fix this up just a little bit here. I think so. There. And now we'll bring this down here a little bit. Now I want to see what else I want to put with it, because this is all lighter stuff. So let's see what I have that's a little bit lighter. Oopsie. We can layer. Okay, let's see. This was a trim off, I think, a blouse or something, because it's got a seam. And it's pretty. It really is. Let me see if we can take some of this off. Let's see. Here we go. Let's see. That would be nice, because I can see this a little bit better, so we can see this pretty design. Maybe I'll take this one piece of the leaf off. Let's do that. Okay. Let's see. Kind of clean it up a little bit. Yeah. Alright. Like this. It's kind of pretty. It is. And let's see. I have this green that we can, maybe use something on the side of it. That's an idea. Let's put that to the side. Let me see, what else do I have here? Oh, look. That matches it, doesn't it? Getting to use these things after all. I like it. And I already cut the back off. Nice. I think that's what we might work with here. Now, do I want this to come down? Do I want this to go across? Let me look here. We can do that. Let's try this. First of all, I think what I'm going to do is lay down this first really pretty piece here. Let me make sure I get the right side. This is the right side. Alrighty, let's do this. Okay. Nice. Okay. And then I want to put, let me see what I've got. I want to see if I have some background. I want to, let's see what I've got. Just talk amongst yourself for a minute. I just want to get this. I want to see if I have some gauze or something. Oh, here, I've got this. This is kind of greenish. I just wanted something that I could put behind there, because I like to layer things. Oops, sorry. Oh, apologize. Okay. Here we are. We're back. Okay. And I'm going to just kind of put this maybe there. And then let's see where we want to put this. And if we want to put this right here, is that too much? I like these two. But I'm not sure about this now. Let's see if there's something. This is good. We've got this. Let me just see if there's something else that I might like better. This is a softer piece. Let's see here. Let's look and see if we could use something like that. Or, oh my. Oh, here. Let's try this part. And see that. And then we can gather this here. And then put this on top of it. I think so. Let's do it. Okay. Let's do this. All right. Set that. I think I only need a half of it. Oh, excuse me. What did I do here? Wait a second. Oh, gosh. Hold on. I'm going to close the light a minute, and I'm going to start again. There we go. I have a light that, it's very sensitive. If I'm anywhere close to it, it shifts on me. Okay. Let's do it this way. All right, back up. And over here. I like it. And let's do this. I'm going to let it hang a little bit off, which I always like to do. And then we're going to take a little bit of this netting, this green netting. Have you guys been to Hobby Lobby lately? I was there the other day. I have a doctor's appointment, and sadly it's very close to Hobby Lobby. So every time I go, I need to stop there, which always, it hurts the pocketbook. But anyway, I did stop there. But, I haven't gotten too many good things from there lately because I think they're going to be doing their inventory now. It's, when you look, you see all that stuff is marked, and they've got, so I think that doing their inventory is keeping them from putting out a lot of the good clearance stuff that they usually always have, which I hate. Oh my God, I hate that, going there and not finding clearance things, right? So let's put this back here. Yeah, I didn't find anything great. I did not. So, okay. Now, let me just clean it up a little. Oh, I think I'm liking this. This is a little bit much. So let me just kind of get rid of some of this. Just kind of giving it a little bit of a haircut. Like that. Okay, let's see how that looks. I like it. Here we are. Let me see what else we can do here. Let's see if there's something fun that we can dangle, maybe. Oh, I've got a little cherub. Yeah, let's do it. A cherub is nice. Or as my granddaughter says, little fat angels. She said, why are they, and then why don't they have any clothes on? So anyway, then we have to explain it all. Okay, let's get you in there some way. Yeah. Okay. Whoop. Oh, goodness. Goodness. There we go. Almost got it. I know what you're saying out there, lady. Hurry it up. I am sorry. Okay. All right. Let's try that. Oh, is she cute? I like it. Now, let's see what else. Oh, I have something that might work. Let me look to see. But I think this is way too big, so I can't do that. It says adore, which I would adore that little guy. Let's see what else we have. We've got vintage. We can probably put that up under here like that, and that would kind of look nice. I would like to do that. So, and I think I'm just going to, instead of tearing it, I think I'm just going to use this fancy thing. This is my favorite one. I have so many of these different kind. I just have to find them. I rearranged my workroom about a month ago. Since then, I've been unable to find a lot. Either somebody came in and robbed me, and it's gone, or I'm just, it's old age creeping in, but somewhere I have them all. Here you go. Love it. Sure enough. Let's just put it down in that corner. Oh, I'm loving these things. I'm just having so much fun with this. Here we go. Okay. Now she's done. That one is cute. I'm loving it. Okay, let's put that aside. Okay, now let's see if we can do one more in here. I've got some here. Let me just see which one I want to work on. I'm just going to do one more. So let's see what colors we would like. Let's see what I have most of. Let's move this out of the way. That's kind of pretty. This is kind of pretty too with the white. But I kind of like the peach. But maybe I like that, but I don't know if I like that top one. Let's work with this one. We're gonna make it look better is what we're gonna do, okay? I think we can do that. All right? So if we decide we don't like this top piece of fabric, we can always change it. But look, I've got some lace, I've got some satin, got some more lace, I've got some, oh, what does that look like to me? Some kind of, I don't know what. And here's some linen and some sheer fabric. Okay. A little bit of everything I tried to do. Let me just straighten everything out a little bit, maybe. Like that. There we go. Okay. Let's try it. See, I don't like it because it's so white. So if I were to take that out, let me see here, and maybe add this to it. I think I'm going to combine. Let's do that. I'm going to just do things a little bit different right now. I'm going to combine this, which was one I was going to use, with this, like so. I think so. So we're going to have a lot of different kinds of stuff in there. So I'm going to do first of all is, hold on here. Let me see. Well, let me revisit this. That might be way too much stuff on here. Let's see. Let's look. Let's try it. If we put that here on this side, I think. Yes. Because this side's going to make it too heavy, but I think this side would be perfect. That's what we're going to do. Okay. So let me take a little bit of this here. So I'm going to attach it on that side, like that. Okay. Now we want to make sure that I'm going to have a large enough piece of paper. I think so. I think we can get it to work. Okay. Maybe. Okay. There. Now I want to take and, I like this fabric, so I don't want to take anything much off of that. Let's move this fabric over a little bit, and then I'll show you what we've got here. Okay, there. Now I'm just going to take a little bit of this off to clean it up, and take a little bit of this off on this side, like that. You know, the pinking shears, we just don't use them enough, do we? I mean, they really make such a difference. Okay, let me just take that. Okay, so let me just see what we have first. Now we have a little piece of what was probably a doily. We have some peach-colored lace, some pink and green and nice clear see-through sheer fabric. We got some of that probably from a curtain. This is another fabric that's got some really pretty little, like, metallic flowers in it. Some netting, some more lace, some satin, a little bit of could be a tablecloth, or it could be a curtain. We got some linen and we got some clear fabric. So we've got some fun stuff to work with here. I'm telling you. All right, let's fix the top here so that we don't have so much bulk. Okay, get rid of that. All right, that's what we've got. And here is our little, yeah, we're gonna do good with that. So let me just move this to the side and we're gonna just decorate here. So let's fancy it up a little bit like that. And fancy it again here. I like this. And we'll fix this front a little bit. It just finishes it for me is what I'm, you know. Even though I know you can't see it, it just in my mind it's finished. Okay, and some vintage photo again. I think that's good. Okay. I think I should go a little bit. Well, no, let's not right now. I'm not going to go shorter right now because I'm going to see. Let's just do this. Put this in like we would normally do. Get that in there. Like so. And then I'm going to, because I may do something on the bottom. You just never know, right? Let's just get that in there like that. And I glopped it with hot glue, but never fear. That is the least of our problems. Okay. There. Now, we've got nice stuff to work with, so let's see what we have here. This is pretty, and I think we've got, even though I've got the white, I don't think I have any white. Oh, wait, I might. Yes, I do. So we're going to incorporate some of this white that I have here. Oh, the star. And some of this here. So we're going to just oh yeah, let's do that. So what I'm going to start with first, I think, like before, I'm going to use this as a foundation. I really love this. Oh my God, I don't know what I'm going to do when I'm out of it. You know, you get to use something that you really enjoy, and this is so beautiful. She had some specials that she was selling a lot of stuff in bulk, and when Crafty Me Shop does that, I really try hard to buy because I find something that I love a lot and then I just use it all up. So anyway, I don't know how much of this I'm going to have left, but I'm going to use it and enjoy it. You know, I have we stash we have such a stash, as I'm sure all of you do, as I do, because I've been doing this, you know, doing stuff with fabric and lace and trims and stuff for many years. Even though I've just been junk journaling and doing stuff for junk journaling for just probably the last 3, I just I have so much in my stash, so a lot of things. Anyway, so when I find stuff like this, I always try to keep it because they're just so pretty. It's so pretty to work with. So now I've got this. Again, I might as well use some of it. Let's take some of this off. I want to do another layer here. And we'll see where that takes us. And all I'm doing really is just, I love layering things. I like using as much lace and fabrics and like that. And then this is the white one. So I want to see if I want to put that white one beneath it. I like that. Oh, so much. Yes, I do. That is really pretty. I have this leaf also from before. I want to know if I should Wonder if I should just put that on the top there. Maybe up there. I like that. That's really layering. Why not? Oh, you know what? I had this upside down. And this is just so stunning. This is it's so shiny. So let me just put that there. Like this. We'll get that first layer down. Okay. And then we're going to put this layer next. Up there. Like so. And then we'll put this layer up here. Like that. So we've got petals. Petals are good. So now we want to decorate it with something else. And maybe put something under here. So I'm trying to think what I would like to put under there. We will look. There's part of that one here that would look pretty if I took the leaves off of it. So that I'm going to do right now, and we're going to look at it. We're going to give it a look. Okay, let's see if I like that down there. There's one piece. I like this piece better. Yeah, I like it. See, that's pretty down there. I like that down there. So we're going to put that on the side, and we're going to see what we're going to do to decorate the top first. Okay, let's see here. I know this is way too big. Hold on. She's way too big. Okay, let's keep looking. We look. Oh my gosh. Let me just grab it. I pushed everything to the side here. Let's just take it out and look here. Oh, here was that bottom, but that's too much. Okay. I have a pretty heart. I've got... That's too dark. These are all big. Yeah, it's pretty, but that sticks out way too much. That's way too big. Ooh, let's see what we got here. Hold on, see if I can unclip it. And I broke it. Okay. But what we can do is use it. If we glue it down together, we can do that. And then maybe we can put a flower up there. It's something to think about. I think so. Let's try it. I'm going to take the wire cutter here and fix that end there, because that's... I don't want that to come up and bite me later. Hold on. Like that. There we go. Okay. So... let's put that there. Put this one down. Like that. Okay. And now we'll get the other side. Let's do that. Like that. Okay. Okay, I think so. And then we'll do this. Now I'm just going to hold it there for a couple seconds till that hot glue really takes. Okay, let's see, because I wanted it to kind of be smashed down a little bit. Yeah. And let's see, I'm going to just, if I want it, there's that one piece. Let's see here. Oh, I'm going to look. There's this piece that might go well here if I extended this out a little bit. So I'm going to cut a piece of this off because it's that white. I again. And I think I just need something up here. Like maybe let's cut a little bit more of that off. Let's see if that'll work if I put that across here. Not in the least. Okay, so this one is going to go down on the bottom. Yeah. Let's see if this one, oh, look at that. The curly Q. Let me do that. Oh my gosh, I'm going to love that one. Look at this. That's what I needed, was the curly Q on the top. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. And then it'll match the curly Q down on the bottom. Looky there. Okay. Yeah. Fancy. Okay, so now on the very bottom, we want to put this, but I want to put something else down there. Now let me see if I have something that doesn't match. This would go better. No, I don't like it. Here's a little piece of, we'll see. We'll put that there. And what do we want to put down there that would be pretty? We could go back to my same old, right? Vintage, and I think we will. And then we'll put that there, and then we'll put the little piece on the side of it, maybe. Let's just see what it looks like after we get this on. Okay. Here. I'm going to tell you something. I do not like long nails. I can't work with them. And as some of you've got to have realized, I do not have good nails. So what I have to do is I have to get those kind that just stick on or glue on. So, I mean, just telling you now, if you ever see one flying across, just know that I tried really hard to glue them on. And I get them in bulk, because I'm just not one for having the long nails, and I don't really have the time to go sit in the salons to get my nails done and get, the acrylics or something. I used to years ago, and that's when I worked, but not anymore. It's not up there in my priority list. But I know none of you want to take a look at what's under here, because I have the worst nails. They're the thinnest. They peel. They don't stay. So it's useless for me to even bother with them. It's much better if I just do this, and then I don't have to put anybody through looking at my nails. So anyway, I am going to put this right here, because I really like the way it came out. And I'm going to have to make some more of these. I'm going to have to take a whole bunch of paper upstairs and make some more of these stamps, because they look so pretty when they're done. And I don't want to put any more of this, I don't think. I think we should just leave well enough alone. So what I want to do, let me just show you some of our progress today. Okay. And here we are. We've got this one. We've got this one. It's pretty, isn't it? We got the green one. We've got one that's got some pinks and mauves in it. So we have some really nice, pretty ideas. So there's an awful lot of fun stuff to work on here, to work with, if you were to want to take this apart. If anybody were to get something like this or buy it from me, because I'm going to be putting things on my Etsy store pretty soon. I'll let you know when. But, I mean, if they were to buy that and use these, I would be honored for them to just take it apart and use it, So anyway, this is what I have for now, and these are what I worked on before. So, I mean, I've got a whole lot of fun stuff going on here using that. And so anyway, I hope you stayed this long with me. If you did, thank you so much. I so appreciate it. And if you didn't, I understand. So please, Stay very warm, stay very safe, do something very nice for yourself because we're special, us ladies and mothers and grandmothers and we need to and those who work and are out of the house and trying to do everything. It's hard to do everything. So give yourself a break, do something wonderful for yourself, wonderful, and keep your family close. And I hope to see you next time. Thank you. And if you like this, please subscribe and like. It's helping me. And I know I'm growing slowly, but I'll get there. So thank you very much and have a wonderful day. Bye.